Hey guys, it's Mike Chen. You know, I have this really weird habit. No matter where I go in the world, I always check out the local all-you-can-eat buffet scene. I don't know why I do this. Maybe it's because I grew up in a Chinese restaurant, not just a Chinese restaurant, but a Chinese buffet restaurant. So maybe I'm trying to, I don't know, recapture my childhood or embrace that warm feeling of nostalgia. Okay, it's really because I eat a lot. And right now, this is so exciting because there's certain things that I just love. You know, spicy food, hot pot, dim sum, all you can eat. And I love it even more when we can combine those things. So right now I am headed to an all-you-can-eat dim sum buffet. And it's not just any all-you-can-eat dim sum buffet, it's an uber luxurious all-you-can-eat dim sum buffet. Let's go. Today I am at the Yenting restaurant inside the St. Regis Hotel in Singapore. This right here, it's my holy book of dim sum. Everything in here is all you can eat. And there are no cards in this restaurant because every food item you get is made to order. But of course, something like that, it's not gonna be cheap. And if you want wine and beer, the price just goes up from there. But luckily, I don't drink, so just tea for me. I'm about to cry tears of food happiness because just like I said, there's so much stuff in this menu. And first of all, everybody gets one of these dishes. You can either have a double-boiled fresh abalone soup with black garlic or lobster. Lobster right here. And there's not only the traditional dim sum dishes like the crystal shrimp dumpling, there's like upgraded dim sum like the steamed pork and shrimp dumpling with black truffle. Yes please. There's also like sashimi, marinated pork belly. I love this. I love this. Let's get started. So is anything on the menu?
Yes, it's on the menu.
I love this. This is so great. So can I please have the steamed crystal shrimp dumpling, steamed pork and shrimp dumpling with black truffles? Ooh, definitely the meat dumplings and chili oil, 100%. Trio of mushrooms with truffle. Like anything with the word truffle, I want that. Chow chow bao, definitely some chicken feet. Yeah, let's bring up round one and then we'll go from there. Thank you so much. I'll hold on to this magical baby here. Oh my God. I just saw under the rice and noodle section, hand-pulled noodles. Can I just sit here and order one of each item on the menu and just slowly make my way through? And this is just the greatest thing ever. I'm so happy right now. I just want to say, I still can't get over how crazily awesome this place is. It's like you go into a restaurant and they hand you a menu of all exquisite food items and say, eat whatever you want, here you go. This is probably what heaven must be like. Abalone soup, oh great, in beautiful fashion. Never seen soup served in a teapot before, but that's beautiful. I was told to drink all the soup and then eat the abalone that's left inside. Oh. This is the perfect thing to start off this meal. Rich abalone flavor. A little Chinese herby. It is so good. And check out the abalone in here. Look at that. Oh. I actually like the soup better than the abalone itself. Still pretty good. Also, I got some hot and sour soup. This is definitely a childhood favorite of mine. It's very thick, mushroomy. Man, that's spicy. Oh. This is the steamed pork and shrimp dumpling with black truffle, and they did not skimp on the black truffle. Just a little bit of spice. Happy dim sum day to me. Just as a shao mai on its own, that was spectacular. But add the truffle flavor, and a lot of it makes it so aromatic. That's like just this bouncy, meaty, shrimpy, truffle-y, just this concoction. I gotta keep eating. Next is a veggie option. This is a trio of mushrooms, again with some truffle. And I love that they have smaller serving sizes here so I can sample a lot of variety. It looks like my little dumpling character on Strictly Dumpling. Again, just a little bit of spice. Oh my God. If you guys ever come here, order 30 of those, because that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I thought the skin would be more like the shrimp dumpling skin. It'd be chewy but thin. That skin, that was more like mochi, like bouncing mochi, but yet not as sticky as mochi, but like a really bouncy. It's like if mochi did a lot of Pilates and the skin became really fit and tight. That was one of the best dumplings I've ever had. One of the best, most aromatic dumplings I've ever, oh my goodness. Man, very rarely will you in your life take a bite of something only once and know that it's gonna stick with you. That's gonna stick with me. This is just something very typical. This is a shrimp dumpling. Oh, classic dumpling, but made so well. Everything about it just screams masterful. From the way this dumpling is wrapped, from the beautiful, beautiful shrimp inside. Can't go wrong with that classic. I was surprised they had this. This is hot oil wontons, 红油炒手. It's one of my most favorite food items in the food universe. And it's just soaked in this beautiful sauce. Let's definitely add some heat to it. Oh, that's good. It's not what I expected, because normally a 红油炒手 is just a pork dumpling. But there's pork in here, there's shrimp in here. I don't know what this is. There's beautiful veggie in here. And the sauce, there's tons of Chinese vinegar. You guys know how much I love my Chinese vinegar. Oh man, it just keeps getting better. Another classic, the chow chow ball roast pork bun. Let me see what's inside this. Oh, wow. That meat in there just almost just looks like paste. The bun is fluffy, it's pillowy. The inside is just like so sweet and savory and fatty. They use a lot of fatty meat in here. You just can't not like this. Had to get some Phoenix claws. Chicken feet, love it with the black bean sauce. Look at that, this one in particular. This one's got a lot of meat on here. This is gonna be a great bite. It's a little salty because it's cooked with black beans, but it is unbelievably tender. This is so good. I wish chickens had more toes. And this is really cute. I saw scallion chicken on the menu. Scallion chicken is one of my favorite ways to eat chicken. Oh. If it seems like I'm liking everything I've had so far, it's because everything is ridiculously good. I mean, scallion chicken. Oh, so tender. They took the bones out of this too, so it's really no fuss here. You just put this in your mouth and just enjoy. And enjoy, I will. I got a fresh hand-pulled noodle soup, and look at this. This thing is so fatty. It's already gelling on top. You can tell right away as soon as I lift it with my chopsticks. This is really bouncy. And I think there's some mushrooms in here, some pork. Excited about this. This is definitely not something you'll find at a traditional dim sum restaurant, like noodle soup. And I'm kind of kicking myself because this is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and it will definitely take up some precious stomach real estate. Wow. Wow, this is good. This is really porky and fatty. I need some hot oil with this. Oh, that broth is so good. This is almost like pork ramen-esque. That's so flavorful. And check it out. Something else you don't see at a typical dim sum place. Scallion stir-fried lobster. This is gonna be way better than any typical steamed lobster. This is the Chinese way. Tons of scallion. How do you go wrong with that? You can't. You got the roasted pig, crispy on top, soy sauce chicken, duck, cha shao, also known as the 4 Chinese barbecue amigos. Okay, they don't call themselves that, but I do. All right, I gotta try a piece of this cha shao. That's all fat, that's all lean meat. Look at how saucy it is. Oh. Sweet, fatty. That was good cha shao. I mean, almost as good as my own recipe. This is one of my favorite things. Roasted pig. Look at that. Just crispy skin, layer of fat, meat. This is everything that's good about pork. Oh, hot. Oh, look at that. These guys are welcome at my table anytime. Anytime. This is a really interesting dim sum item. Deep fried prawn with avocado. And they gave me a little side of dipping sauce. So let's try this out. Oh. Make sure you get this when you come here. But I feel like the ace in the hole with this particular item is the wrap. I mean, look at it, it's flaky. You put it in your mouth and the outside, it's gone. It's gone in a second. And then all you're left with is just the sweet prawn and the creamy avocado, the prancado. All right, after all that fatty food, it's time to take a cucumber salad break. Ooh. But I'm not done ordering. Oh, yeah. Whew. I think I am about 10, 15 items in. Meet the 2 new additions to the table. Sichuan fried shrimp and Minchu style pork ribs. Deep fried golden prawns, massive ones too. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh. That's all about the shrimp. Sweet, tender, a little bit spicy, extremely meaty. But you know what, that's not the real way to eat this. To eat it, you gotta use your hands. You just put the whole head in your mouth. and just suck on that. Juice is kind of spurting out. Yeah. This way, you get a lot of the sauce. And that is how it's done. These are Minchu style spare ribs. Minchu, of course, the Manchurians, they were the rulers of China during the Qing dynasty. The ribs look like they've been deep fried, so the outer layer is nice and crispy. Let's try this. What's really magical about these ribs is that they come in little sizes. In this way, they're completely fried throughout. Get those ribs, highly recommended. All right, guys, it's that time. It's not that I want to finish. I've literally run out of time. Because they make everything to order, it does take a little time for food to come to your table. And plus, I had to eat it, I had to film it, I had to talk about it. So even though I'm not 100% full, I think I've reached the end. But that just brings us to the dessert round. The glutinous fried sesame balls are a very common thing in dim sum places, but I've never seen it look like this. First of all, they grounded the sesame, sort of like a mochi-esque texture, and the whole thing is just really warm. Look at this. Wow, like a goop of sesame just fell out. This is the best version of the fried sesame balls I've ever had. And usually after I eat one of these, I mean, it's just so much oil in there, you kind of feel a little gross, but this, not oily. The mochi is so delicate, and then that black sesame paste inside goes perfect with a drink of tea. Of course, dim sum, gotta have an egg tart. Tastes like an egg tart. And this thing, look at this. This is a charcoal pastry with salted egg yolk and the longyang, which is logan, a Chinese fruit that's kind of like lychee. And the whole thing outside, it's just like a really delicate, like little nest. That's amazing. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, the salted egg, but it's not so sweet, not so salty, more creamy. What's kind of mystifying me is the charcoal, bamboo charcoal flavor of that outer shell. It literally tastes like charcoal. It's a little bitter, it's smoky. It's like the perfect vessel for the salted egg and the fruit. And when you bite down, as you crunch through that slightly bitter charcoal exterior, you reach the fruit, which is sweet, it's delicate. You bite through that, the juice oozes out, and then you hit the center. So basically what I'm saying is, yeah, you gotta go eat that. All right, guys, my time is literally up here, but this has been such an experience. Like I mentioned before, coming in here, it's kind of like going into a fancy restaurant and them just handing you the menu and saying, go ahead, order whatever you want. And if you're only drinking tea like me, it's only 108 Singapore dollars per person. Now, the great thing about being in Singapore is that there's no tips. This is it. This is the final price. Now, guys, if you're in Vegas, you're going to the Bacchanal buffet, that's gonna cost you around $60 before tax, before tip. And as much as I love that place, the food is not made to order. You can't beat this place in terms of ambiance, in terms of service, in terms of food quality. And plus, the great thing is, it's not just dim sum. It's like a whole menu of stuff like that. There's so many items I haven't even tried. I feel so bad about leaving right now. So to me, $75 US for this, that's well worth it. Plus, you get a lobster. So if you're from Singapore, you haven't been here yet, or you're taking a trip to Singapore like me, and you love all you can eat and you love dim sum, guys, you need to come here. As always, the information for this place is in my description box below. And until we eat again, I'll see you later, because I'm just gonna sit here and look at all the stuff that I didn't get. Just food regret everywhere. Gonna have to come back.